All right, hi everybody, Detector here. So today I'm at an old elementary school, and you can kind of see it there behind me. I know I got this big old tree behind me, but I'm at an old elementary school in Clearwater, Florida. Now this school was actually shut down, I believe in the early 2000s, and you can see it's all fenced up and closed up. This school was built in the early 1900s though, and it was used ever since it was opened all the way up until, I want to say it was 2009 the school was closed. But so I'm out here today. Now it is a no trespassing area, so I'm not going to be going inside the school grounds. I don't want to get in trouble. So the farthest in I'll go is these little grassy areas right here in the parking lot, because it's not gated, it's not fenced in, it's open. So I'm going to be hunting in these little grassy areas and here in the curb strip alongside the road. Now because the school was built so long ago, I'm really hoping that there's going to potentially be some silver coins hidden down here, maybe some silver jewelry, you never know. So I'm hoping I get lucky today. And today I'm actually out here with the Fisher F19. Now this is the pink camo edition. So if you've been wanting to get your wife or girlfriend or daughter or anybody into detecting, and they were kind of, I don't know, concerned about the fact that none of the detectors were girly enough, this one is pink camo, so you can see it there. So you can say, hey, I found the perfect machine for you. Check it out. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the Fisher set up. So let's go ahead and get it turned on. And it's going to go through all the motions here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Hopefully the sun's not blaring on it. So my battery is good. I am missing one little battery stick there, but that's all right. So because I don't know what I'm potentially going to find out here, I'm going to go ahead and hunt in all metal today. So I'm going to go ahead and jump that over to all metal. First, I'm going to start with a low gain. I'm going to start with at about 30. I'm going to increase my threshold till I get a nice little hum. There we go. So about 12, I have a pretty decent hum. So now I'm going to go ahead and increase my gain. Now for this machine, you can kind of treat gain as your sensitivity knob. It's called gain on this machine, but for everybody else, it's probably more commonly known as sensitivity. But I'm going to go ahead and increase my gain until I start getting a little bit of chatter in my threshold. So I think we'll go ahead and keep it right around 45, I think, because I'm just starting to hear a chatter. Now what this is going to do is this is going to allow my machine to pick up some slightly deeper targets, some slightly smaller targets, and this is going off of what it says in the manual for this machine. It says start off with a low gain, increase your threshold till you have a nice hum, and then slowly bring up your gain until you start hearing a little bit of chatter. So that's what I did. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the ground balance for my machine here. So, So it seems pretty chattery here. I'm going to actually lower down my volume. Now to do that, you have to put it in disc mode, so then you can use the menu. And again, I hope you guys can see that. So I'm going to lower the volume to about 10, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to put it back in all metal. And right around 12. All right, so I'm gonna lower my volume some more. I'm not using headphones today, so I don't want to upset anybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it down to, let's try 5 and see how that goes. Bring this back up to 12. Now I gotta find a good spot to do my ground balance, but it seems to be an awful lot of metal here. All right, well, jeepers. All right, well, we'll try here and see how it goes. All right, so it looks like my ground balance is right around 69, 70. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up, and then we'll go ahead and start looking for our first target. Hopefully we find something good. All right, let's get to doing some metal detecting. All right, guys, so I've got my first target here. Now, it's jumping around a little bit. It was jumping right around 50, although now it seems to be lower. Let's go ahead and see what it is. Not finding anything with the pinpointer, so it's probably lower. Now there's no grass right here. This is all just dirt. Actually, it looks more like gravel. So I don't have to be too careful. So now we're getting it right about a 60. All right, let's go ahead and look for it again. It looks like I moved it maybe. Should be. Oh, I see it. Pull tab. So I wasn't even close. Alright guys, so there's something here ringing up in the low 70s. Now I just pulled out this guy from right here. Big old screw. That's probably what I was picking up. Alright guys, so I'm picking up, hope that wasn't what I was picking up. Yep, it was. Screw cap was ringing up in the 70s, high 70s, so I was thinking my first coin for today, but not so much. Probably going to be a pull tab of some kind. It's not very deep. That is a solid 43. Let's see what it is. Really? It must just be just out of reach of the pinpointer. I didn't miss it. So it was a solid 43 on the detector, and it should not have been very deep. Yeah. Unless, there it is, foil. Now, the Lander C, this is a wonderful pinpointer. I love it. It's my go-to pinpointer. Salt water does not affect it at all, but it doesn't always pick up, like the foil, it didn't pick that up at all. So if you dig pretty much everything, regardless, I highly recommend the land or sea, but if you dig everything, you might have some issues finding your targets, like the foil bits, because it doesn't pick those up. Got another solid 43 right there. Again, it's probably more foil, and since my land or sea doesn't pick it up, I'll have a heck of a time finding it. So, guys, so I've got a target here. Just moved away all the leaves and such. I don't know if that's part of the target or rocks. There it is. It's a nickel. I mean, it's a nickel for sure, but I can't read the other side of it. It was a pretty good target too. Very nice. That one was pretty ways deep. I'm guessing it's probably a relatively old nickel. I don't think it's gonna be early 1900s nickel. Maybe 70s. Yep, that was it. So I've relocated away from the street. I'm more in towards the parking lot, and it's much less trashy. Having trouble finding this one. It's ringing up as a 32, 31. So yeah, I'm closer to the parking lot. It's less trashy, which is nice because I was getting targets all over the place over there by the road. All sorts of garbage. There. So I forgot to mention earlier, I name all of my detecting gear in case you didn't know. And this is actually my F19 I named Squeaker because it sounds like a squeaky toy. Alright, that's jumping around an awful lot. Keep checking it. Yeah, that's all over the place for sure. That's pretty solid in the 70s. Let's find out what that is. Ooh, glass. We'll pick that up. Pick up all the glass that I find. Thought I saw some more. There it is. Got a coin. Looks like a penny. I don't think I bent it. Very nice. Ooh, more glass. Pick that up. So I thought I saw more. earlier. Alright, so here are my finds for today's hunt with the Fisher F19. So I'll start off with glass just because I found actually a lot of it. This is a big end to some kind of bottle, and then a whole bunch of just green glass. And then I found just honestly a bunch of random bits of metal. This is like some kind of L bracket of some kind, a huge screw. It's got to be some kind of like anchor, maybe a cement screw, drywall screw, I don't know, but it's pretty big. And then just a couple of other bits, some foil, some piece of iron, the screw cap, pull tabs, and yeah. And then for my coins, I found a nickel and a penny. The nickel is dated 1981, and the penny, I can't get a date off of it, but it's pretty corroded, which makes me think it's just a stinking Lincoln, not even a good penny. So those are all my finds.